it's Amanda here with your Teen Rune Scope. This month, in conjunction with the runes, I will be using the Tarot Art Nouveau Premium Edition. It is by Linnea Weatherstone and Antonella Castelli. And then, as always, be sure to join me for part 2 of your reading over on the Vimeo channel. I'm going to be pulling one card this month from the Fairies Oracle by the magnificent Brian Proud. So the link to the Vimeo channel is below, where you can find your spiritual guidance reading each month. And there's also special content over there for teen if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet. So, as always, keep in mind these are general readings. So you're going to want to check out the video for your rising sign as well, if you know it. That can give you additional information or clarity. If this is your first visit here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you find that my readings are resonating with you, and the best way to figure that out is to watch the videos for previous months. If I'm connecting with your energy, please do click that subscribe button. That way, whenever I upload new content, it will go straight to your feed. But let's jump in first and see what the runes want to talk about for Libra, for teen. We'll get those cast and then tarot cards we get. If you would like to get a private session with me and take out all of the guesswork as far as, you know, who the messages are for, that's the only way I can directly connect with your specific energy and just talk about you and your specific circumstances. If you would like to set up an appointment, just drop me a line at runescopesforyou@gmail.com. That's here in the video and also below in the details section. I do all readings on Skype and they're $. All right, what is going on here? For Libra, challenge or focus is where we always start here. And for the tarot card there, you have the 8 of Wands in reverse. And I'll show it to you in that, right, too, so you can see the artwork. So in reverse, this is waiting for communication. There could be something in here or someone you're waiting to hear back from. It could regard work. Or actually, this card can also be a personal relationship card. So there could be a stall out. This could be leftover energy from the Mercury retrograde or maybe that's where this started. But it's like, I don't know, it's like somebody's not getting back. It's like messages trying to go through molasses. Right? So some of you be waiting to hear back from a job. You'd be waiting to hear back about travel plans as well with this card. But Dayag is here saying that, you know, you are going to get the communication. You are going to get a response. But I feel like someone's thinking about how to respond, or they're still going through a process of some sort. Because in your present energy, you have the 5 of Rods. So, and here it is. 5 of Rods. So, I mean, this is a struggle, or, you know, it can be like a petty argument, disagreement. So this could be even coworkers that you are going back and forth with, or a boss, disagreeing with how to proceed. For some of you, it could be a family member or a lover. But I do feel like for a lot of you, it could even be a mom or a mother figure. If you are a mom, it could be one of your kids, because the rune of mother is here, and also family and older members of the family. There could be disagreements going on about plans, getting something done. I'm seeing somebody that's just, you're always fighting with your kid about doing chores around the house, getting, you know, cleaning their room, or because the rune of home is here. So, or if you're a Libra that still lives with your parents, maybe they're always getting on you. You know, if you're going to live here, we need you to do this, or take care of the car, or wash the car, clean out the car. For others of you, I do feel like this could be a business trip that you are trying to get, you know, figure out when you're going, get the plans laid out. But it could be that you're not hearing back. You're not getting like the confirmation numbers. You don't have any of the information that you need. And it's like no one's cooperating. Because in the position of what must be accepted, you do have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like, yeah, a lack of cooperation. You could just be like, I am just gonna, take this in my own hands and plan the trip myself, and then I'll just send the invoice to, you know, definitely check with whoever it is before you do that, because it does seem like if you were to do something like that, like, I'll just get this for, since I'm not hearing back, I'll just make these plans myself and then I'll ask for a reimbursement, or, do double check, because it seems like if you just go ahead and do it, there will be disagreements on you being reimbursed, or because you didn't use the right company that the company goes through, or something of that nature. But I think for most of you, this could just be a lack of cooperation within the family, within the home. It could also, if it's not involving like a family vacation or travel, it could be involving relocation. Some may be considering moving out and where they're going to relocate to. So if you have a job offer, or if you are just wanting to move to another city, maybe some of you be wanting to move to be closer to your parents or your grandparents or your family. And, your kid may not want to go because they don't want to leave their friends, or, they're really trying to talk you out of doing that, or they're saying, well, I'm going to go live with dad, or I'm going to go, or I'm going to go live with someone else if you do that. So, I mean, there could just be this bickering and things like that. And a lot of it is coming from, because, the future is hidden. We don't know how something's going to turn out. So someone seems to be afraid of the mystery of what be coming in this new location, or what be coming with this big shift or change. But yeah, for many of you, there is an emphasis on moving, relocating. And so it's either you or someone else close to you is relocating. Maybe one of your kids is applying to schools for the fall, and they're wanting, they're applying really far away, or even in another country. And that could be what the disagreement is. It could also be over the cost of tuition. You'd be saying that school is too much. You're going to need to, lower things, lower your expectations here a little bit. Some of you could be starting a home business, or taking a home business from part-time to full-time, because with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, instead of like working with a team or being part of a group, you're going to be going off independently alone. And with the rune of the home here, you could be working out of a home office. And this is a big shift or change. So, I mean, if you've been looking to make that, and you could find, some of you do that and as soon as you do that, you find that there's a bit of a slowdown when it comes to opportunity or clients with this Eight of Rods. It can also kind of affect that. The speed at which you were getting, maybe it was going really great while you were crazily trying to work your full-time day job and take care of your home business and work with clients that way. But then as soon as you're like, well, okay, it's time to go full-time with home business, and then suddenly there's a slowdown. Give it time. Dag is saying it's going to be okay. There will be increase and growth and prosperity, but it's just like a glitch at the moment. There could also be some issues with communications in general. So there could be something going on, like maybe the internet stops working, or and you have to have someone come out and or your modem dies and you have to replace that or something. Like as soon as you are set to go full time, here we go. Things start breaking down. It's just kind of like the first test of you going on your own. But yeah, some of you are breaking off. You're going out independently to do something. You could be deciding you're just gonna go freelance full time, or you're gonna consult. But with Tier here, I mean, this is gonna be a victory for you. This is gonna be a goal that I think many of you have set a long time ago, and you're definitely going to be wanting to. If you don't do it in May, you're making plans to do that. And you're kind of getting things set and ready to go. And some of you may be kind of like anticipating that, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave. As soon as I do that, I'm going to move and get a bigger place because I need a bigger home office, or So some of you be looking to relocate your business. I'm feeling like you have like a business within like a store, a strip mall, or some where there's a lot of businesses, or I'm just seeing this brick kind of compound type building where, it's just offices and not a lot of advertising. So maybe for one person out there, but I see someone kind of moving out of that kind of thing into a better location where there's better visibility, and where, because some of you just feel like business is stifled. I'm hidden. I'm too hidden. We're too hidden in this location, and we need to move the business here. For others of you, it could be your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband or wife that is wanting or needing to relocate for work. And, that would be what the disagreement is about. You'd be like, well, I have a job here, or, maybe you run the business and you're like, well, we can't just pick up and move the business, so, or if we do, that's going to take a lot more planning. I mean, there seems to be, it could put some strain on a relationship, something to do with relocation. And if you're in a long distance relationship, it could be that, you're just discussing like who would relocate, and that discussion turns out to be maybe not what you expected. You don't get the answer that you were looking for, or you are telling someone, I'm not going to be able to move there in the foreseeable future. So we need to kind of decide if we're going to stay together or not, because I feel like for some of you, that is a decision that needs to be made. Some of you may already be separating from a partner, divorcing, and that is what, they're moving out or you're moving out in the month of May. And it could be too, like if you're the one moving, again, it could be like to another school district or something. So I'm just seeing, not everybody, especially if you have kids, being happy about the shift or change, even though I do feel like there's a lot of positive around this. The only kind of negative thing coming up here with the runes is the hidden, is like maybe they have already moved before and it was a bad experience. And it seems like somebody's thinking back to the past about, oh God, when I changed schools last time, it was a nightmare and it was such a crapshoot. I don't know, so yeah, there's just a fear of the unknown here, especially with younger people and academics in school. The help that's going to be available, we've got the Knave of Cups. So this is the Page of Cups in other decks. Let me turn it up right so you can see it here. So, but it's in the reverse here. So let me see what's coming through with this. It could be a water sign child, a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be one of your kids though. It could be just someone with those traits, or an adult who is upset or depressed in the reverse. And they could be, if it is an adult, they're sending you messages, because pages can also be messages of disappointment, sadness. They're upset about something, or depressed or down about something. But this is coming up as a help to you. So I feel like, and Yara is here too. So for many of you, this is having to do with one of the kids and the legal system. And, maybe they're wanting, or like the setup, the structure. So one of your kids be like, okay, yeah, we're moving to another school district, but it's close enough. I want to bust into this other school. But so there may be a way for you to make that happen. If it's not too far, you'd be able to make special arrangements so they can go to their same school or finish out. But what's coming up with this too, though, is actually for some of you, this other school would be better and they would actually like it a lot better. They're not going to be happy about it, though. Because it seems like, yeah, they're going to be really depressed to leave. But it does seem like if they would just give it one school year, they're actually going to do a lot better and make a lot better friends at the new place. They're just going to have more in common with the other kids. For some of you, this is news or messages from a past love or an ex who is just expressing that they miss you and they're sorry about the way things happened because there's a lot of karma tied up in this. And I just feel like somebody be telling you, Libra, that they wish they had done something differently, or you'd be doing that. You'd be sending a message out and then you're waiting to hear back, and it's like, for others of you, the challenge would be knowing how to respond to this. For some of you, because the outcome is the Two of Cups in reverse, which for me is, there it is in the upright. That's a beautiful card. But in the reverse, it is usually a card of divorce, separation, a breakup. But for many of you, I feel like this is old. And it's just coming up again because maybe this person is getting back in touch with you, or you're getting a message from them, or you could be sending a message to them, Libra. These energies can work either way in these general readings. Again, it would take a private reading for me to specifically take a look into your circumstances. But it seems like for you, though, this is coming over a long distance. So maybe, either a long distance of space or time. So this wouldn't be like for most of you, somebody you broke up with a few months ago. For some of you, it could be somebody, back from school even, like getting in touch with you or finding you on Facebook or tracking you down through people you used to know. Or maybe some of you are going to a school reunion and running into someone, and then they message you but yeah, it's someone expressing their sadness at losing you. And this is, for most of you, this is someone else, because this is not Libra energy. It's water sign energy. And I think it's a help to you because for some of you, you want to renew this connection. For others of you, it is just kind of like, oh, well, I never knew that. Or, it's kind of like maybe a confidence boost for you to hear that someone cares for you. For others of you, this is having to do with a divorce proceeding and custody. And, one of your kids could be like, I want to live with mom, or I want to live with dad. And depending on which Libra you are, the legal system is like, no, this kid has to stay where they're at. So there's something that they're not happy about. They're depressed about it. They're sad about it. Again, because maybe you're going to be moving and they would have to go to a different school. So they're like, well, I'll stay with, the other parent so that I can go to this school. But the legal system is like, no, that's not, the decision is that you need to go here. Those of you that are co-parenting with an ex, there just could be like, you're trying to make plans, or you're trying to make travel, vacation arrangements, or vacation, like summer vacation arrangements for the kids. And you're just getting into these little bickering arguments with the ex. For others of you, you're getting news that someone that you, again, an ex that you used to date or were involved with, and maybe they've been married or were married for a long time and you'd lost touch, they are getting a divorce and they are available now. And it seems like if that's the case, you're almost like the first person they contact to let you know. So, if you were ever involved in kind of like a triangle situation with a married person, it does seem like for you, they are getting out of that and will be contacting you. So, and wanting to see you, but I don't know. It could be you hesitating. It's like, oh, I don't know about this person. And, it's probably wise. If someone will cheat on someone else with you, they're more than likely going to do it to you. Everybody always tries to explain it away. No, this is different. There are extenuating circumstances. No. So I am just going to say that. But if it was just like someone that you were with in school and then you lost touch and they got married and you reconnected somewhere and it was like, kind of sad that they were unavailable then, maybe that's the case. And because it seems like there is something coming to fruition that you maybe never thought was going to come to fruition. And then you have to take a minute to decide how you're going to respond to this communication or message coming in. For some of you Libras, you might be finding out that this person is now single and you're the one getting in touch, but just be prepared. It may be a minute before they get back to you in May, because they either have a lot going on, but I also feel like they're trying to figure out, you know, what to say or how to word things, or, you know, they're hesitating for a minute to figure things out. So let's see if I'm getting anything else here with this. Those of you that are deciding to separate or divorcing or just breaking up with someone that, especially someone that you were living with in a, this could be bickering and disagreement over who's moving out of the place that you shared. Like somebody saying, no, you have to go, and you may be saying, no, you gotta go. I mean, that could be, and you'd be like, well, we'll let the courts decide, or we'll just sell it and we'll split the money. I mean, there's something to where there's this waiting period. And so, I mean, until that's decided, you may decide to go ahead and leave, but you won't want to, Libra. And somebody is being forced to move out of somewhere and they don't want to, but they have to, and just temporarily until there's a legal decision made about what's to be done with the possessions or what's going to be done with the property. So, and others of you, if this is like an opportunity for a partner or for you that would involve relocation, and the other partner doesn't want to go, or the kids don't want to go, I mean, if the relationship was on shaky ground anyway, this could be the beginning of, well, you know, maybe we should just call it a day. You go ahead and go. Or somebody like, I'll go and find the house and all of that stuff, start working, and then, you know, whenever we find a place, you guys can come later. So, gosh, a lot of different messages here, Libra. But join me over on Vimeo. As I mentioned before, I'm going to pull one card from the Fairies Oracle. I want to see if we can get more information about, you know, how this is playing out and what the advice is for handling this shift or changing or relocation energy in May. So meet me over there. That link again is below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you back here next time.